Hey everyone, welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be taking a look at micro-SaaS and AI. It's kind of crazy out there, like small apps are going up against the giants, and AI is changing how we think about building software. So we're going to break it down for you today.
Yeah, it really is fascinating. We used to see these huge platforms dominating, like just huge in software. But now we've got all these smaller micro-SaaS companies that are like laser focused on doing one thing really well, and they're often way cheaper too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like David and Goliath, but for software, You got CocoSign taking on DocuSign.
Right.
Card going up against Wix.
Yep.
And Creo even going after Descript for audio and video editing.
Yeah, and the thing is, these smaller guys are using AI to really compete. Like building software used to take forever, months or even years. But now you see people building crazy, powerful tools in just a weekend, all thanks to AI.
Yeah, that's right. One of the sources we look at even talks about this developer who built like a demo day crawler and an XBot, all with AI in just like 2 days. That's insane speed for traditional software.
Yeah, it's totally changing the game. And there's just so much innovation happening now. But the really interesting part is how AI is being used in these businesses.
Okay.
Like Andreessen Horowitz, they're a big venture capital firm, right? They talk about 3 paths for AI companies.
Okay, I'm listening. Tell me more about these 3 paths.
All right, so the first one is AI as an add-on. Basically, companies just adding AI features to their current software.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty simple approach, but it could still be super valuable.
So it's like adding a turbocharger to a regular engine. Right?
Exactly.
Got it. So what's the second path then?
All right, so the second path is where things get disruptive, right? This is when a company will build an AI add-on for an existing platform, kind of learn the ropes, and then boom, they launch their own competitor using all that AI knowledge to get ahead.
Ooh, that's bold.
Yeah.
It's like learning all the secrets of the Death Star and then building an even better one.
Yeah.
So what about the third path then? What's the ultimate power move?
All right, so the third path, this is like the holy grail, a disruptor that makes a whole new category.
Yeah.
This is where AI completely changes how we do something and makes the old way obsolete.
Wow.
Think of it like inventing lightsabers when everyone else is still using blasters.
Okay, yeah, that's a powerful image. But realistically, can a micro-SaaS company really pull that off?
I mean, it's definitely the hardest path, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
The main takeaway here is that AI is totally changing the game, and anyone who uses its power will have a big advantage.
So even if someone isn't a tech expert, they can't just ignore what's going on here, right? Like these changes are going to affect everyone.
Absolutely, yeah. This isn't just about software. It's about how we work, how we make things valuable, and how we compete in the future. And one of the most interesting predictions I saw is this idea of the Fortune 1 million. It's like, imagine a future where there's 1 million small SaaS companies all using AI and serving these niche markets.
1 million. Whoa, that's a lot of businesses. But it makes sense, right? When AI makes it easier to build software, we'll probably see a ton of new people creating solutions for really specific problems.
Exactly. And as those companies start to grow, we're going to see more companies buying each other up. Bigger companies will want to grab those innovative startups to add to what they already have or just to stop them from becoming competition.
So it's like a gold rush, but for software, huh?
Yeah.
Everyone's building software instead of digging for gold.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's be real. Not every micro-SaaS company is going to become some huge billion-dollar unicorn, right?
Yeah.
What kind of challenges do they face when they try to grow bigger?
Yeah. So getting past that, say, $10 million revenue mark, that can be a real wall for Microsoft's businesses. Big companies, they often like to work with brands they already know and trust.
Mm-hmm.
So building that trust and showing you can be reliable, that becomes super important when you're trying to grow.
Yeah, it's totally different from selling lemonade on your street to supplying a whole supermarket chain. The rules change when you deal with those bigger clients.
Exactly. And that's where the human relationships we talked about earlier, they become even more important.
Right.
Like, no matter how good AI gets, it can't replace that trust and personal touch that those big clients want.
So AI might be the engine, but it's the humans that steer the ship, huh?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit. Something that really caught my eye was the whole thing about pricing models. The spec we read suggests AI is going to totally shake things up there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It brings up a really interesting question, like how do you put a price on AI? That old way of charging per seat where you pay for each person using the software, that might just disappear.
So what's the new way then? How do we think about pricing in this AI world?
Well, we're probably going to move towards pricing based on outcomes. So you pay for the results the AI gets you, not just for using the software. So imagine like paying for how many tasks the AI completes, how many leads it gets you, or how much it actually boosts your profits.
That's pretty different from how most software is priced now. It makes
Well,
you
yeah.
really think about the value of what AI can do. Like, it's not just about the tool, but the work it does for you.
Right, exactly. And as AI gets even more advanced, we'll have to come up with even better ways of pricing it, ways that truly reflect what it can do and how valuable it is. This whole change in pricing, it could really change how businesses budget for and adopt AI.
It's crazy to think about all the effects of this whole microsas and AI thing.
Yeah.
We've gone from David and Goliath to a million tiny companies to rethinking the value of work itself. Where's it all going? What does this mean for someone listening right now trying to understand this fast-changing world?
Yeah, it really feels like we're at the beginning of something huge for software. But it's not just about the tech itself, is it? It's about all the people involved, building it, using it, dealing with all these changes. Yeah, that's a great point. It really is. Like, whether you're someone thinking about starting their own microsauce, someone looking for the next big investment, or just someone who uses software all the time, these trends are shaping our world.
So this isn't just something for, like, the tech insiders. It's something everyone needs to be aware of.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Understanding how AI is changing things, how these small microsas companies are challenging the big guys, and how pricing is changing, all of that can give you a real edge.
I'm already getting ideas. There are so many problems out there just begging for a smart Microsoft solution. Like, what about you? What kind of product would you build with AI to fix something in your own life or work?
That's the question everyone should be asking, you know? What bugs you? What takes up way too much of your time? What could be done by AI instead? The possibilities are huge.
And that's the cool thing about Microsoft, right? You don't need a massive team or tons of money to get started. You can build something small, test it out, and keep improving it quickly.
Right, exactly. AI is making it way easier for anyone to build software. Even individuals and small teams can make some pretty impressive stuff now. We're really in a time where anyone can make software.
It's exciting to think about all the new things that are going to come out of this. We may not know exactly what the future holds, but things are going to get really interesting, that's for sure.
So to everyone listening, here's your challenge. What's your microsauce idea? What problem are you going to solve? What impact are you going to make on the world?
And that's a wrap for our deep dive into microsize and AI. We hope you're leaving with a sense of excitement, some inspiration, and a head full of possibilities. Thanks for joining us.